This video is to explain what a microwave weapon is and how it works. This is good timing because what you're seeing here is a Chinese satellite that just passed over the top of New York City. A microwave weapon, any radar system can be a microwave weapon because radar systems broadcast at the same frequency as a microwave oven. As you can see here, long-range air surveillance radar operates in a huge swath of frequencies. A microwave oven operates at 2.45 gigahertz, which is well within this. A microwave oven is nothing more than a radio frequency that just happens to interact with water molecules. As you can see, a frequency of microwave oven is 2.45 gigahertz, which is in between that long-range air surveillance radar range. This was also confirmed by the United States Army when it says the appropriate technology can be adapted from existing radar units. This was 1996, and of course we all know Moore's law means that technology doubles every 2 years. So a transistor had 500,000 transistors on an integrated chip. In 2018, that was 50 billion. That's how much technology has increased. So what the United States Army educated us on in 1996 has clearly expanded since then. How does a microwave oven heat? Well, let's see.
The radio waves heat the water inside food by pushing the tiny pieces water is made of to make them go faster. As the pieces move faster, they get hotter, which makes the food warmer.
Now, this is important because remember, every radar-equipped satellite can be a microwave weapon. And the reason why we're talking about this is because, of course, Havana syndrome has been in the news. We've had hundreds of government employees. And, of course, as I've asserted time and time again, and I will continue to do so, the exponential rise in mass shootings, chronic illness in the United States, anxiety, depression, drug overdoses are up 600%. Teen suicide rates have doubled. Preteen suicide rates have tripled. All of this over the last 25 years, exactly coinciding with Bioeffects in 1996. Now, this is nothing more than a radio wave. Microwave technology is decades old. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a national security failure. These are Russian satellites, by the way. That's a Russian satellite that just went right over the top of Washington, D.C. Every satellite radar, the Weather Service has satellite radar. This is satellite radar. Anything with radar can be used as a microwave oven. As a microwave weapon. What this radar is doing is bouncing a radio pulse down from a satellite, and it's bouncing off every water droplet in this weather system. These are all water droplets. Probably billions and trillions of water droplets. Well, there are water droplets in the humans as well. So the computer is omitting. It's seeing all of the people on the ground because they're all made of water. It's bouncing off of them, but it's removing them as noise. That's not what it's looking for. It's looking for water in clouds. I'm sorry, my dog is continually begging for food, even though I just fed him. It's bouncing off the water droplets in the clouds. If you wanted to write the code for the computer and tell it to remove the noise of the clouds, you could see all of the humans. And as the Army said, again in 1996, there may be additional extreme directional specificity would require to transmit a message to a single hostage surrounded by his captors. Meaning, and somewhere in here they use the term, it would be difficult but not impossible to do so. Well, that was in 96. And since we know that technology has increased 100,000 times in capability since then, what was difficult but not impossible then is a whole lot easier now. So you can select one single person on the ground, literally in a group of people. You can, now this Davis research paper is fantastic. I love its wording right here. What does it say? This guy is great. Michael Davis, Georgia Tech. First line. The radar system probes its environment with specially designed waveforms to identify and characterize targets of interest. Yes, those targets can be human beings. you can identify individual human beings. Now, this guy is not using weapons-grade radar. He doesn't have the best technology. He doesn't have the stuff that world militaries are using. But even he is saying in a basic sense of what it can and will do. And to characterize, you can read EEGs from a distance. You can identify individual people. If someone's EEG tells you shares commonalities with other people that you've determined, you divide people into roughly two categories: threats and assets. If someone is a threat, now it depends on what you consider a threat. A U.S. government employee, perhaps, which is why Havana syndrome has happened to all of these people. Perhaps an activist, someone who understands how all of this works. You've been reading EEGs from space with satellites for decades, so you understand what the EEG of a smart, intuitive person who is likely to figure out how all of this works. And then you can find other people who share the same commonalities, have the same EEG data, and you can identify and characterize those targets, and then you can attack them individually. That's what a microwave weapon is. That's what it is. That's how it works. Simple, right to the point. And remember, there are a lot of people out there spreading misinformation and disinformation because it benefits them to do so. They don't want all of this is public information. It's all completely verified, verifiable, all readily available. There are no secrets here. It's hiding in plain sight. They can't cover up these facts, but what they can do is try to muddy the waters. So they go around and they say, well, we don't really know what a microwave weapon looks like, or we don't know how it works, or how, we don't know what the source is, or we don't know what the country is. Well, maybe you don't know the country, but here's a good place to start. How about people that are considered to be our adversaries? We know where their satellites are, and we know all their satellites have radar. That's what a microwave weapon is. So this isn't just to educate you on what it is, but also what it isn't, but also to understand that a lot of people go around deliberately telling you what it isn't to try to, again, muddy the waters and slow down your understanding and our consensus of how this works. This is what a microwave weapon is. It's a radar system, according to the United States Army, and I'm just telling you their words.